to thank Joe for giving the speech this afternoon. It's nervous enough giving a speech, let alone a target speech, let alone a national final, so thank you very much, Joe. The role of an evaluator is to perhaps prune parts that perhaps should be prohibited in a speech and praise points of perfection. How can we make a good speech a great speech? Presenting a speech can be like getting ready to go out on a date. And it all starts with your underpants. You need the foundations ready. You need to have the construction, diction, and documentation ready for when you deliver the speech. The next set of clothes is your audience rapport, humour, gestures, and then finally a little bit of bling that makes it a showpiece. A speech itself should either educate, inform, or entertain us, and the speech this morning did all three in buckets. I'd now like to look at 2 points that I thought were absolutely superb, and then 2 learning points for us all. And the first one that springs to mind in this particular speech is the use of humour. A flatulent acne carriage. Marvellous. It was absolutely superb. We've got humour all the way through this speech, engaging all of us. The next point that I thought was absolutely superb about this speech was the ending. A very famous comedian, Ken Dodd, said you should always give your second best joke first and your best joke last. It was an absolute showstopper that our speaker gave us this morning. Absolutely marvellous. Can you hear it? Just gave us enough time to think. Having said that, there are a couple of learning points that I think we could all benefit from. Firstly, this was a very intense speech. There was a lot of information for us to assimilate and take in. I think the speech would have benefited by taking out some of the portions of it. Some of the lists that we went through, the word pictures, they were absolutely superb, but I think we could have maybe taken a little bit out, paused, given the audience enough time to realise what was happening, give the speaker enough time to have a bit of a breather, and then move on. It would have added to the silence, the speech title itself. I would have also liked some more construction in this speech. As human beings, we like to know where we're going, whether it's a sat-nav or whether it's someone reading out the map for us. It also helps the audience gauge where they're actually going to. We finished the first section of this speech. I'm now going to move on to the next part. When we went to the Ardèche and the children benefited from such and such. If that had been put in, it would have given a few more breaks as well, so we could have had a little bit more of a breather. But having said that, considering this speech was all about silence, I personally would love to hear more.